So, welcome to SoCal Surf with Dan Nappy. Today at Huntington Beach, north side of the pier. But before we get started, I'm going to play you a little something I heard from Facebook yesterday. Okay, I'm going to play a little tidbit of information given to us. As we surf down here in Southern California, it's been happening quite frequently. The numbers keep rising, and this is an announcement from a helicopter hovering over some of the state beaches. This is the Orange County Sheriff's Department who are going to give us an announcement.
Attention in the water. Attention in the water. This is the Orange County Sheriff's Department. Be advised, State Parks is asking us to make an announcement to let you know you are paddleboarding next to approximately 15 great white sharks. They're advising that you exit the water in a calm manner. The sharks are as close as the surf line. Thank you for your cooperation.
That was
the Orange County Sheriff's Department.
Here's the second one.
Please be advised that this area is heavily populated at the moment with large great white sharks, some of which are in the surf line. Please do not enter the water. State Parks is en route to make additional announcements.
Well, there you have it. That's what we hear on different social medias, Facebook, the news. In the morning, all the talk down here is about sharks, and more sharks. So what are you going to do? I mean, there's risk in everything. There's risk in riding your bikes. There's risk in crossing streets. But there's something about being eaten and with something with a lot of teeth coming after you is a lot more unsettling than just crashing on your bicycle. But enough shark talk. I'm sure there'll be more. But for right now, let's get back to Huntington Beach Pier, north side, shoulder high to head high, some a little bigger, some a little smaller. Great day, smooth, no wind, glassy conditions, and just started off with some nice rights that went right into the pier, and I'd say pretty fast. If they were hollow, I might have tried to get covered up, but for the most part, I was just getting splashed in the face, but flying down the line really fast and doing a nice turn off the top, and then doing a bottom turn and coming right out of the wave because it fizzles out as it comes next to the pier because the water is deeper next to the pillars depending on which way the current's going. And today it was going a little bit to the south, but not much at all. It wasn't very difficult to stay in position today. And then I got some good lefts, made a really good turn off a nice bottom turn and sweeping, I don't know what you call it, a cutback. Off the top, and then just rode it some more. Then I always tried to, after the wave kind of fizzled, if I wasn't too far in, I'd quickly get out and paddle out. But if the wave took me further in, I would quickly try to paddle south towards the pier because paddling out alongside the pier is way easier because there's not a lot of waves breaking. And I only got caught inside once where I had to duck dive numerous times. But for the most part, I would try to end up closer to the pier so I could paddle out really easy along the edge. And that was excellent. There weren't a lot of guys. I'm suspecting that maybe a few people are staying out of the water because of all the shark talk, and there is a risk. I'm not trying to flower it up or anything. There's definitely a risk of sharks, but well, I don't know what to tell you. A lot of people. It might have been more crowded if maybe that talk wasn't around in every news station and social media. But that's okay. And I just, one of the things they said is, stay in groups because they don't like it. They like to pick on someone that's solitary. So I find myself being alone out there, which normally would be a good thing. I'd paddle over to more people and hang out with them to, try to break down the risk factor a little more in my favor. So needless to say, it was really good. There was one guy that was swimming by just outside of our surf edge there. A little bit deeper than the waves were breaking. And I was thinking to myself, what an idiot. Does he know there's several sharks in the area? I mean, he's really drawing attention to himself. And then I looked up at the pier and people were looking at us, and I was thinking to myself, those people on the pier are looking down at us and saying the same thing. Look at those idiots in the water, surfing with all those sharks in the water. So yeah, everybody has their preference, their priority. And so you just do what you can do, and then what are you going to do when there's some factors to deal with? I don't know, but I wouldn't let any of my friends or siblings in the water. I wouldn't let any of my grandkids in the water right now. So why is it okay for me to be in the water and not them? I don't know. It's too philosophical for me. So anyway, really good day. A lot of good rights. I had a lot of good rights. Backside for me. But coming off the bottom is real strong. Then I just roll that edge over to the left and then just swing it back down into the wave and then try to get a few more of those before I get too close to the pier. But I wasn't worried about hitting the pier because the wave would fizzle out before that. So I would only get maybe 20, 30 feet before the wave was gone. I just stopped surfing and paddled back out. And that made it great because you paddle out alongside the pier again, real easy. Didn't see any other wildlife, thankfully. So just the threat of sharks is in the air. But the surf was really good. And, well, if you don't already surf, don't start. Now's not a good time. But listen to the warnings. They post them on the sand if there's a shark sighting in the area. And if the helicopter is flying above your head, you might want to listen if you have something to say. Because if he says shark in the area, I'm out. So I think for the most part they're watching. I can hear a helicopter outside right now. Hopefully he's not circling to look at sharks. And that is all for today. Check out our sponsors, Task Bullet, nappyclothing.com, Swing Easy Hammocks, and mine, WordPress, Dan Nappy. Read my book, Elephant in the Room. It's free, honestly. You don't have to pay at all. Just read it. I've got 18 chapters up. I've got 23, 24 total. I'm going to finish those up in the next few days and weeks. And that'll be the end of that until we find something else to do with our time. Thanks for listening. See you soon. Thanks. Bye.